Welcome to APDesign Digital Tools. Today we're going to be covering points and how to create custom points and use mathematical operations to control them. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go under vector and we're going to grab a construct point. And that construct point has inputs of 0, 0, and 0 in those inputs, so you see that we have a point now at the origin. Now if we want to control where that point is in the X, Y, and Z, of course we can just grab some sliders and we can start plugging those in. And those will now start to control where this is positioned. Now if you want to create a certain kind of proportional system between X and Y, you might want to use a mathematical operation such as, say, divide. So if we want to always have the Y be a certain portion of X, say divide by 3, then suddenly we're going to get the X going 3 units out, but then only 1 unit, 3 divided by 3, up. And we can change that now, we can change those proportional systems. So now it's actually equal, so they're always going to be absolutely equal. Or divided by 2, 3, so on and so forth. So that might be a reason you would start to use mathematical operations, one of the simplest ways, I should say. And the same, of course, can be true if we start to now want to have a proportional system where we're actually amplifying the Y. So now it's 2 times 3, 2 units in X, and times 3 units, or 3 other units, so it's now 6. That should be pretty clear. And then we can, of course, also then think about this in somewhat simpler ways, where perhaps we want now to get another point involved, and we want it to always have a relationship of the same X, but maybe plus another number. So we're going to add 3 more units onto the original X. So now we're going to plug that. We're going to replace this X, which I can either pull over and disconnect, or I don't really need to do that. All I can do is pull over and it'll replace itself right there. So now this one is adding another 3 units to the X of this piece. So now we have 2 previews of points, and they have that kind of a relationship. So as I increase the Y, they're both remaining parallel in that sense, because I haven't changed. They have the same Y inputs, but different X inputs. And the same, of course, can be true if we subtract. So now maybe I'll subtract from the Y. So this one gets that Y, and then I'll subtract a certain amount of units from it, and so now Y is also going to be differentiated, but maybe I'll just keep this one and this one Y. So now we have, as that is the customization of that point, whereas we start to move the X, these two remain solid together as far as the X is concerned. So we have some very independent movements. And we can start to build, say, surfaces based around these points. So we can start to combine and now we have a surface that as we move these, we create different sizes, proportions of surfaces. Alright, so very simple, some basics in mathematical operations and in customizing points. Really important that you understand kind of how you to create some relative relationships between various components. Those relative relationships will help you build more sophisticated scripts in the future. Thank you.